Hello everyone, this is Himanshu again. So on 5th of February 2023, I actually started working on an algorithm that is going to capture the IV spikes in the straddle premiums. So I'm going to explain you the flowchart first and then the Python code which is taking the trades for me. Okay, so let's just go ahead and find out like how it is done. So initially what it does is it finds the current ATM straddle premium. It keeps on calculating the current ATM straddle premium. Okay, then it sends this to the block which is saving the minimum value. Okay, so in all these points in this line, okay, this line and this line, the minimum straddle premiums are fed. Okay, and let me change the color to red. Okay, and in these lines the current ATM straddle premiums are fed. Okay, in these lines. So what happens is, let me show you by drawing a ATM straddle premium chart again. So if the premiums are falling, right? So at this point, what is the minimum? At this point, this was the minimum value. At this point, this is the minimum value. Now it is going to, I'm assuming that the ATM straddle premium or the rolling ATM straddle premium, the strikes keep on changing. Suppose here it was 40,000, here it was 39,000, here it was 41,000, and here something else. So the strikes keep on changing and there is a spike. So this is the bottom. So this value will be fed in this line. Okay. And this value, this current value will be fed here. Now this comparison block, what it will do is it will compare the current ATM price with the minimum value. Okay, I have already made a explanation video on a YouTube channel called NiftyBN. I will share the link in the comment section. Sorry, in the description box. So what this 1.2 is what do we mean by 1.2? It means that 20% from the bottom. So the bottom, if the bottom of the ATM straddle premium is 100, then at 120 it is going to fire a short straddle. Not exactly at 120, but it will if it wants to go up, it will be going up, and then when it is coming down, it will fire somewhere very close below 120. All right. So initially I had designed this only for Bank Nifty. Okay, but later on I added Nifty as well as Fin Nifty. That is why you will find the code a little bit longer, because these were added later on. Okay, now I don't have this function in my code because these short straddles already they come with individual leg stop losses. Also, I don't have these functions saying that if the ATM straddle premium keeps on spiking after the entry, so I will exit. So this condition is not there. Why? Because initially I thought that I will take an entry here with the premium spiking. So if it spikes further, so at 1.5 I will exit this thing taking 0.3% loss. Sorry, 0.3% of this 100 as loss. So these are not there. Now I only have the entry as well as the stop losses in this thing. Okay, so let's go to the code and okay. So first what we are doing is we are importing the important libraries which are used in this code. Okay, so next I'm going to okay, fine. So this is the setup logger definition. So we have to store all the logging info of all the ATM straddles of the three premiums, of the three indexes that we have, Nifty, Bank Nifty as well as Fin Nifty. So these are my Telegram bots. I have changed the bot token and the chat ID. So you can do it yourself. Okay, so these are the basic things like lot size, like what is the lot size of Nifty, Bank Nifty and Fin Nifty, all these things. So these can be read, and I will put this code in GitHub as well, but I didn't know like how to explain this in writing, so that is why I'm making this video. Okay, so this is the login part. Okay, so this is the logging part. So every time it also has a logging facility. My code is already logged in because I'm taking the normal trades for any given day. Okay, but if by any chance the login is not there, or the login the system is logged out, okay, so this will log in for itself and then store a new token in the text file called user underscore object. Okay, so this is the finding script details, what index we are firing. So if it's Nifty, Bank Nifty, VIX or Fin Nifty, so accordingly we are finding the option. We are finding the option script which is being sent to the exchange. Sorry, which is being sent to the broker to get the LTP. So this is the get code function. Okay, get code function, we are getting the latest code. I'm just going through these definitions because these are not very much necessary, and this is just copy paste, so you can also just copy paste and get through. I will just get into the body and then explain exactly what is happening there. So this is the expiry date of Nifty and Bank Nifty contracts, and this is the Fin Nifty contracts. Okay, so we are building the option symbol here. Now I have a write file and a read file function, which is storing a value. See the thing is, I when I created this code, it was just 180 lines. Okay, 180 lines. But what happened later is this code abruptly it used to stop in the middle because it was all created by me, and I'm not a a programmer or something. So I had to actually add these things so that if the trade is taken, it is going to a file and then it is getting stored as 1, 2 or some value. Okay, so initially these files are created with 0 values from some other code. Okay, so these are the files. So let me, yeah. So these are the files, and these are the files which are storing the ATM straddle premium. Okay, and these are the files again. This is the file which is storing the minimum value of ATM straddle premium. And this, if these files are read if the code is starting after 9:30 or something. Okay, it starts before 9:18, and if the time is over 9:20 and if the code is starting after 9:20, so the thing will go inside and it will read the minimum premium of these values. Okay, now these are the files which I have created to check whether the Bank Nifty, Nifty or Fin Nifty trades are taken or not. So these three are not configured right now, gut. Okay, but Nifty, Bank Nifty and Fin Nifty are there in service every single day. Now I have 3 trades for each, 3 for Bank Nifty, 3 for Nifty and 3 for Fin Nifty. Okay, now we come to the most important part, is the percentages. Okay, what are the percentages for every day? So let's just concentrate on these 3 values. Okay, the first 3 values in each and every row. So the first one is Monday. So Monday there is a percentage of 12, 18 and 20. So the maximum spike that I'm expecting on a Monday is 20%. Okay, and the same goes for the Friday as well. On Tuesdays I'm expecting 14, 20 and 25. These values are set to change with my experience or with the future trades that I'm going to take, or these values are completely discretionary. Like I have not yet found the sweet spot yet, but yeah, soon I will do that. And for Wednesday the premiums are getting lower every single day, right? Like Monday, Tuesday, and this is Wednesday. So for Wednesday the minimum spike should be 25% and 50 and then 100. For Thursday, when the premiums are very low, okay, then the maximum ATM's premium spike is 100%. Okay, now many argued with me when I created this 100, when I explained this 100% in the previous videos, saying that This won't work, but let's see if in future we get 100% spike, and yeah, that would be the time. So for Fin Nifty, it's like Monday is the Wednesday for Fin Nifty, so Mondays and all these things are changed accordingly. This is the Friday line, and you'll find Saturday and Sunday as well, so I just created these for testing purposes, nothing new. All right, so this is the percentages of index level stop loss: 0.7, 0.8, and 0.9% of index level. Okay, so I will explain this 0.789, but this is for Bank Nifty as well as Fin Nifty, because the premiums are higher as per the index value. And these are for Nifty, because Nifty's volatility is lesser than Bank Nifty as well as Fin Nifty. So for Nifty, I'm going to take a stop loss at 0.4, 0.5 and 0.6% SL for every single day. And this is 7, 8 and 9. 7, 8 and 9. Okay, so let me go to the board and explain you about this thing, how the index level stop loss works. Okay, suppose when you take an entry, okay, when you take an entry and the index at that point is, let me simplify it to be at 100, okay, or let's keep it at 10,000. Okay, it's easier because 100 means 0.9% means just 109. 10.9, 100.9. So let's take it at 10,000, and so index is moving like this, okay, and there was a spike. So let's assume that the market fell down, and this was like, one candle here, another candle a bigger one, and the third candle a very big candle. Okay, so these three candles, and the premium spiked abruptly to the maximum level, or like let's say that it reached 40% or 50% of from the bottom. Okay, suppose the bottom was like 200. Okay, suppose it was at 200, so here it reached 300, the ATM straddle, with these three candles being made in the market. Now when the market reverses from after making a bottom, it reverses and it makes a green candle. So what will happen to the premium? It will start cooling off. Okay, so I already have my 3 levels marked here. Okay, so the first entry will be taken here, the second entry will be taken here when it comes down even further, and the third entry will be taken here in this line. Okay, now suppose this level at the time of, sorry, if this level at the time of entry was 10,000, so this is 10,000. Okay, now I have collected 300 rupees premium. Now my stop loss will be 0.9% of this value, okay, or 1.009 multiplied by 10,000, that is 10,090. So let me draw a straight line over here at 10,090, and similarly 90 points below. So it's 9810, right? It's okay, you can correct me. Okay, it's 9910. So these two are the levels. Now markets, usually it is observed that if it was going flat and then it took a fall, and then when it is rising, it is expected to actually stay in this range. Okay, number one. Number two, it is expected to go in one direction that is opposite to the spike. Okay, it will keep on making a green candle here, and then my call side stop loss will be taken when the index touches this line. All right. So when the markets are sideways, I'm obviously like going to collect this premium from here till the whatever place the bottom is made, like 150 or something. So I'll collect this whole premium when the index is sideways. When it is going up, one side stop loss will be gone, but I will not be losing much because the premiums were higher, and the decay would be compensating the loss in the put side legs if the markets are going up. Now the problem will come only when there's a small green candle and my entry is taken, and then another red candle is made, sudden red candle is here, is made. Okay, so this premium which had already spiked to 300, it will spike to 500. and I will take all kinds of stop loss, including M2M stop loss when this thing happens. So it's all about like risk and reward and chances which are going to take in the market, but it is a very highly probable, and I have backtested almost close to 20 or 30 this thing trades manually. I have taken 4 trades manually. All of them has given 1.5 to 2% on capital deployed. Okay, none of the stop losses ever has been hit except one in one trade. So yeah, let's go back to the chart and let's go back to the code and explain like what is going further down now. Okay, these are the straddles in service status. So NF1 status to BF1, BF2, NF1, NF2. So these are just the variables which are used in the code, and even these values are even read. Like see, this is the NF1 status. If the NF1 status is 0, only then it is going to trigger this for further statuses. And okay, let me just go in organic way. Let me start from, yeah. So if the time is greater than 9:30, as I said, that it is going to read from minimum premium that is already stored in a text file called minimum premium BNF, NF and FinNifty. Okay, it will send me a message saying that the minimum straddle value has been fetched. Now these are the counters for Telegram messages. I am you know, I will not send 5 messages for any given one particular spike that is there. Now these are the counter for trigger. Okay, so if this is, I will do it plus minus plus 1 every time the spike is over the continuous 5 ticks. Okay, continuous 5 ticks in the let me just go to the bottom. There is a sleep. Okay, in 12 seconds there is a sleep. So for every 1 minute, it should always, for 1 minute it should always stay above the 1.12 or like, you know, or the 12% or 20% line for exactly 1 minute, or 5 ticks should be there to actually validate that okay fine, it is a spike. It should not be like you know, I will get just one value and then I will, when it will cool down, I will take another trade. No, it has to keep holding above that line for at least 1 minute. So that is for added safety, so that if there is a bug in code, it should not fire a random order saying that I found a spike. Alright, so this is the trail mechanism which is not yet implemented. So I have kept it for future, that if one side stop loss is hit, the other side should be trailing. So in these lines I am fetching the ATM strike. Okay, so I'm doing a round function at 50, 100 and 50 for Nifty, Bank Nifty and Fin Nifty continuously, and then I'm getting the ATM the option chain, the get option chain, this function I'm getting the option chain. All right, so from here the fun begins. All right, so in this line I'm actually doing this manually by, you know, getting the value of 1 OTM, 1 ITM, and then 2 OTM and 2 ITM as well as ATM. Okay, so I'm getting these 5 values because the ATM can be anywhere. It should not be like plus minus 200, but these are for added safety. So it should be amongst these 3. Okay, and every time I'm doing that, so I'm just adding the call and put value. I'm running a for script in the values of this option chain, and then I'm finding the ATM strikes here. Now after getting this script data and, you know, the value of last traded price, I'm creating an array of different premiums of different strikes. Suppose this is for ATM, this is for one OTM, this is for one ITM. Now if I say one OTM means if the market is at 40,000, so it's calculating, it's adding the values of 40,000 call as well as, sorry, 40,100 call and 40,100 put. So adding those 2 values will give me BSTPR 2, and similarly for all these values. Now I'm just removing, if any value is 0, I'm just removing that from this, because I'm going to do a minimum function on these values. All right. So now this is the point where I said that I'm storing the minimum value. So this is the point where I'm storing the BSTPR min. So B means Bank Nifty, ST means straddle, and PR means premium, and MIN means minimum. All right. So, and this is where I'm storing the value of minimum of these 0 values. Okay, so in this thing, I'm continuously logging the current ATM straddle premium is stored in BNS. Okay, BNS. So now this is again very important. So this BSTPR min should be greater than BSTPR min into P1. Now P1 is the percentage we had already discussed here. This is the percentage. All right. So now all right, so I said it was like 5, but it's not 5, it's 4. Now every time I'm doing count 1 plus 1. Okay, every time this is over this value, I'm doing this value. All right, so I'm just going to explain this one particular leg, like how it is done. Okay, now these values are just for added safety. I mean, you can figure this out when you have the code in your hand, and you can remove this as NSTPR min is a constant before this code comes till here. Okay, the BF1 status means the Bank Nifty, the first trade status should be equal to 0, and so that the trade is not taken yet. If the trade is taken, this loop will stop. This particular if statement will stop working. Now the Bank Nifty premium, the current premium should be more than 120. Okay, like in the end time of expiry, suppose it's 1510 or 1515, so the ATM straddle premiums are like close to 20-30 rupees. So it's very easy for 20 rupees to become 40 rupees. With a very small candle also, that 20 rupees can become 40. All right, so at that time I don't want to take trade. The minimum premium should be more than 120, or the current premium, BSTPR is current, so this file should be more than 120. Now this again I'm doing NBN-A read file, because NBN-A, if it has been taken or not, it is again reading, and this should also give me a value equal to 0. Now for the 5 times it will come into this, or the 4 times. All right, so this will so this counter will now say that okay, fine, it's ready to pass, and then if it will set BF1 status to 1, count 1 status to 0, and num1 to 0. Okay, now let's go and look at BF1 status, what it does. So when the BF1 status is 1 and the current ATM straddle premium is less than the minimum value into P1 into 0.97. all right, so when this condition is met and the BF1 status is 1, that means this has already passed, and now this has been this is taking the BF1 status, and the current premium is more than 120. Of course this has to pass because this already checked the same thing. Okay, so it was a copy paste from these lines. So now it will set the BF1 status at 100. It will send me a SOS message saying that one straddle has been fired. Okay, now this is the message which is sent to the common channel that I have created for people to come see that spike trades been taken. Now this is the write file. Now this is telling that NBN-A. Now this is saying that NBN-A or the first trade has been taken, and this is the point where I do fire these trades. Now SL1, I have already said that SL1 is here 0.7. So if it's the first one, it's 0.7. Okay, now fire NBN A and SL1. Now I'm doing this 3 times because I don't want to miss it. So for 3 continuous times, it's going to fire the same trade. But of course, it's going to be taken only once. Okay, so this is this is it. I will come back to this part a little in some time. All right. So this is for Bank Nifty. Now this is for Nifty. Same thing is repeated, but just that the number nomenclature of NF1 status is changed. Fire, everything is same. Here everything is same. Okay, and this is for Fin Nifty. Okay, again the nomenclatures are same. Everything is same here. Now here I'm saving the minimum ATM straddle premium only when the second is less than 10. Okay, or the current second is less than 10. So every time this code passes through this, every 1 minute it will save the minimum premium of all the 3 indexes in these text files. Now, okay, this is another thing. I'll not come to this. And all right, so if it's before 9:19, it's I mean, you don't need to care about this, but there is a sleep of 12 seconds between each and every thing that I create. So why 12 seconds? Because in between 2 lines, right, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So in every 1 minute, I'll have, sorry, it's 6. So it will have a smooth line of ATM straddle premium. Okay, so that is why I have given this 12-second delay. Now, I had actually kept it to like 5 seconds when I started with, but it was using a lot of resources because I'm not using WebSocket here, and without using WebSocket, this is eating up a lot of resources, as well as sometimes the rate limit also it used to get hit. Now, as I said that fire straddle, okay, fine. In this code, let me go to the top. And as I said that it is importing everything from fire straddle. So that means that in this code, whatever the definitions are, it is already imported in the spike.py. Now, so every time it is telling the market, it is telling this code to, let me just take an example. Let's suppose, yeah. So it's fire NBN A, right? And SL1, right? So it will just go to this thing, fire style, and then it will match the style, whether the style is NBN or not. So if the style is NBN, so it will change, it will bring the change to this particular thread, sorry, JSON file by acquiring the thread, by acquiring the log. All right, it will change the entry time to 9:20. Now my code is looking at whatever the entry time is, if it is past, okay, or current. If it is current, then it will obviously take the current time trades. But if it is past and it is missed somehow, it will, in the current time or in the present, it will take this trade. Now I am setting the exit at 15:24. Okay, so that is my normal exit time of all the trades. So it is exiting at 15:24 here. Now I have created this stop function because I said, right, so these are these were the stop conditions that I already had, but while making this fire straddle, I did not remove it yet, but I'm thinking of different ways to actually implement this. So what it will do is it will just go to the exit time in the JSON file, and it will set the exit time as the current time. Okay, so you can see that it's DT now, and then it's setting this time at current. So what my code will see, it will see that fine, it's exit time now, it's safe to exit, so it will exit all the trades in that particular leg. So I hope you got the whole point of why I did this, and why it's highly profitable, man. I mean, it's close to 100%. Like, not even one trade that I have backtested or that I have seen has given losses till date. Okay, so you can actually implement this in your system. This will be a standby system. Okay, there will be, already I had mentioned here that there will be not more than 1 to 2 trades per month, right? So it can actually, give you a very small profit. Or if you are not trading your usual system, okay, if you are not trading your usual system on any particular day, then you can simply just go ahead and deploy this spike capturing system on that for that given day. All right, so yeah, you can actually take the code from the GitHub. I'll link the GitHub code in the comments, in the description box. And that's all, I think. If there is any question, you can DM me on my Twitter profile, or just drop a comment below this video. I'll be very happy to help. And so this is the whole gist about my ATM uh, spike capturing system. Okay, so I hope that you have a very nice evening. And until next time, take care. Bye bye.